Game of two halves there, Carl. Obviously, the first half, poor again. Second half, a lot better instead of the game on its head.
Yeah, you're correct again. First half wasn't good enough from what we said at this club. We didn't come out of changing rooms. One of them old sayings, unfortunately. We just didn't start well. We let them. They were all over us basically in the first half. We just know that we needed to change it within the first 25-30 minutes. So we need to change how we shaped out as ours. They were direct with the ball. They were quicker than us. They won every tackle, won every first ball, every second ball. A few words were said at half time, obviously, and we made 2 changes at half time, which I thought benefited us. Different style of play again, and it's just one of them where I feel like when we're up for a game and when we direct sometimes in our play, we just seem to be better. And I think in the second half, I think we could have scored 5 or 6. It's just one of them games, you know, where we were happy to come away from the 3 points, but I definitely wasn't happy about the first half display.
Yeah, so what was the thinking behind the team selection? They're obviously reverting back to a back 5 with JK and heart of defence.
Yeah, we'd had these watched and they were playing believe it or not, this is how hard this is to do, so we'd had these watched twice and they played 3-5-2, so we went to match them up. We knew Kev was coming in. Defensively, it's been hard because we've been playing in and around with JK back there. Then Alex, like you said, coming back, still really just finding his feet, unfortunately, in his fitness side of things. And it was a big risk for Kev tonight because he's been out for about 3-4 weeks. But we just knew by putting him in, it might help us the leadership because we knew that they had big lads up top and they were fast and pacey in good areas. And that was it really. We just wanted to try and get the ball wide and get the ball into a box by bringing Connor in, you know. That was the idea of it, but just didn't work. And sometimes you've got to look at that, and you know, I'm one of them managers where I'm not going to sit in my morals and just think that because I've started with 3-5-2 and end 3-5-2, and I think if you don't act in games, you don't win games.
Yeah. So obviously you touched upon the 2 changes at half time. What was the thinking behind bringing in Joey and Gelly?
I just thought we needed Curtis further up the pitch. Even though he's playing a wing back, I didn't think we got the ball out wide enough. We asked him to switch the players as quickly as we could with Dale, but he sat in there. But I just thought the game passed our midfield by in the first half. So we basically took a gamble on the overloading centre midfield where they had 3 and we had 2. But we tried to get the ball out as quickly as possible as we could with Joey overlapping and obviously trying to get Connor involved with Macca as well on that side. Joey, when he came on, I thought he was excellent. He put some great balls in, and the ball for Bosch's header was perfect. And I thought when Gelly come on, I think that's most probably his best start in 45 minutes. You know, he got on the ball, he smashed people, he passed it well, and he drove us forward. So it worked for us tonight. But like I said, we can't just keep on waiting and hoping that changes work for us, or something that's said in changing facilities works for us. That can't happen. We have to start a bit better. We put ourselves in a good position, don't get me wrong, tonight, looking at the 3 games in hand on all this, but like I said, this league's that hard. You can't say you're going to win these 3 games in hand. You've got to be on it every single game, so if you're not, you see what happens in the first half.
Yeah, so obviously this season we've made a bit of a knack of scoring early, but the past 2 games we've gone 1-0 down before coming back to win. Is that a bit of a concern?
Yeah, because we haven't started well. Don't start games well, you don't score goals, you don't put them under pressure. We just look lethargic, we look lazy at times, we don't get in people's faces like we used to. It's something that I touch on all the time. I don't let things like that go because I don't think it's the right thing to do, but you know, it's one of them where we try to push people on as quick as possible as we can and try to get at them as early as we can, but it hasn't worked in the last 2 games, and I don't know if I have to start bollocking them at the beginning of the game, or I'm going to have to keep doing it at half time, but it just can't carry on like this. We have to be up for games in this league, otherwise you'll get punished.
Yeah, so just looking ahead to Saturday, obviously FC United, one of the bigger teams in this league and currently top of the table. How do we go about preparing for that?
Well, we're back at home. We'll have to assess ourselves with training, make sure first and foremost the way things at the minute is count numbers, because that's unfortunately what happens was near enough in every single game. I think we've got someone there who's pulled in his calf, so we'll have to assess that. We've got a training session Thursday. We'll work on what we want to work on that. It'll be the first training session we've had since last Thursday, obviously. And we're on our home pitch. We'll have our home crowd behind us. We played really well against these. They're in the top of the form guard, I believe, the top of the league, I believe. But that's something that's you want to relish, don't you? You want to play against them teams. You want to beat them teams. You want to make things hard. We're in a place at the present minute where a lot of people, I don't know if they expect us to be where we are because of the present years that we've had, or if it's one of them where people, you know, I think in that we're riding the wave. You know, for me, I think what we set as standards at a club, and me as the manager, I expect still a little bit more in the games that we're playing in. I expect our performances to be better, our starts to be better, and that's what will have to happen on Saturday.
Nice one, cheers, Carl.